Hello, this is Python 5 Minute. So I'm trying to explain how Python works from the basic to the advanced level. And then I would like to use a Replit for this lecture. So Replit is the tools that you don't need to actually install anything for Python, but you can just learning the code, all the Python syntax through the this website. So you can just go to replit.com and then I will actually start coding. So here's my first lecture. So I'm gonna teach you about the print. So print is a syntax that you want to output something. So here, if you can see it, there's a bunch of format. Here, I'm gonna just remove this one. Yeah, so very first one, if you see that the first line number one, the print and then parentheses and then some kind of string, right? So what it does is actually the print is the kind of function, built-in function inside of the Python. And then inside of the content, we are calling this one is the parameter. So when you actually pass the information, then they will be outputted. So once you run it, then see what happens. So it actually shows that the hello string. You can also try out multiple keywords, multiple string, and then you can concatenate it with a space or any word. So you can just try out with like this, and then once you enter, comment enter it, then you can actually just show that a hello word as well. So when I have a space between, what I can see is hello and then space and the word, right? But keep in mind that you need to have a same format of the actual inside the parameter. So what it means that is, you see that like this is a double quotation. This is called string. But if you want to have, let's say, just integer, let's say 1, 2, 3, right? This is called integer. But if you want to mix with this string with integer, it will actually complain it. What it means that is, it will says that the concatenation between the string and then integer, it is not allowed. So Python actually shows that very good error messages. So it is actually saying that type error and the explanation over here. So keep in mind, and then there is another one that we can actually try. So it is called dictionary. You see that there is a curly bracket, and then there is some kind of name in the quotation, single quotation, and then colon, and then some kind of value, right? So we are calling this one is dictionary. So dictionary is consists of the value, key value pair. So this is a key, name is the key, June is the value. And then there is another key called ages, and then value called 38. You see that there is a comma, right? So that it means that there is a two key value pair. Okay, so one of them is a name, the other one is age. So when I actually just print out, then what it shows is it is showing as a dictionary. Okay, and then next one is the list. So the list is the bracket. You see this one? So the bracket, it actually holds the multiple integer. We'll actually talk about later, but then you can just think that as this is another format that you can actually print out. So the print is the list. And the next one is a tuple. So the tuple is using the parentheses. So it is similar to the list, but then you cannot actually modify it. We'll actually explain tuple later in the tuple lecture, but then you can just think that, okay, there's something like the tuple and then something like the list and then something like dictionary. That should be it. You don't need to know more today. And then you can also print it integer, as I mentioned. You can also print it the float value. You see that dot decimal value over here. And then the next one is you can actually return the boolean. So boolean is nothing but there is only two values. One of them is true and then the other one is false. So you can do the true and then you can do the false. See here, right? And then true. So this is called boolean. Okay, and the last one we want to actually try is there's another function that we can do is there's a print and then argument. You can actually put the multiple of them, and then at the end you can use the sep, which is represent of the separator. So if you do that, then you'll actually see that all those the argument is concatenated with the separator. That's another way. Now we're gonna actually see what can be the incorrect format. Okay, so the first one, you can see the string double quotation has been started, but that it never actually closed. So that is the one of the format that you can actually see error. So it's actually saying the end of the line while scanning the string literal, there's syntax error. Okay, and then the next one is you actually start with a parenthesis, but you never actually close. Then you'll also have the error. So it actually has the parsing error. The Python is very kind that it actually shows that which line has an issue on it. So the reason why it is showing the line 20 is it is expecting some kind of parenthesis close, but that was not there. So that actually goes to the next line. It actually shows the 20. So that's it. This is my first lecture, Python print. Thank you.